Hello guys and welcome here to the Texas Motor Speedway for race number 3 of the Jello Cup Series season. Hello guys and welcome here. I'm Brian James up in the booth with you today. Charles Sanford will start from the pole in the number 24. Starting in second will be Daytona 500 winner Trent Fusion in the number 23. In third will be the 14 of Jessica McNeilson. In fourth we will have Jonathan Rains. Fifth will be James Qualls. In sixth, making his Jello Cup Series debut for MGM, will be the 66 of Brad Fusion. Seventh is Alexander Rowe. Eighth will be Jackson Lynn. Ninth will be Stephen Thompson, and in 10th we have Joey Tipp. A few guys making their series debut today, a few of them getting into the field for the first time this season. Who will come out on top? Let's get the command.
Drivers, start your engine.
And let us take you to the starting lineup here from Texas. Getting ready to go here at Texas. We got a few first-timers in the field today. We've had two different winners, Sam Curtis, Trent Fusion. The Toyotas have dominated. Will they show the same today? Green flag is out. We're underway. James Qualls dive bombed that corner to get second. And you can imagine the 14 probably not too entirely thrilled right now about that. But James Qualls to second after what has been kind of a tough start to the Jello Cup season for him. Charles Sanford gets out to a big lead. And talk about a guy who needs a win. He struggled last season, off to a cold start this season. They need something to go their way. They're leading some laps, which is good. They'll get the bonus points. And here comes the 6 of James Qualls. He's going to look for the lead. James Qualls won one race last season at Charlotte. It's been quite a while since then. And I believe the caution is out. Is it? No. That's the problem with this track. Those lights can be very tricky. And the top 4 have kind of broken away from the rest of the field. Charles Sanford continues to lead. Let's take a look on back in 5th. Joseph Curtis back there battling with Alexander Rowe. Currently a battle for 9th going on, and Brad Fusion is going to win that battle. He's making his first start here today at Texas. Missed the first 2 races, looking to make up for lost times in that number 66. They need a good run today. They're obviously not going to be in the top 33 after this race, but a good finish could propel them in the points closer to the top 33, which is the cutoff point for being locked in. Keep in mind, after this race, the top 33 in the point standings from this season will be locked in going forward after starting at Texas World. Then 19 had to check up for a second. He is one of the guys we know will be locked in starting next race. Luis Hernandez is like top 10 in the standings entering this race, so we know for a fact he will be racing next week without the Champions Provisional. And based on points, there are quite a few guys back there we know who will be racing. Nathan Faden, who's not in this race, we know for a fact he will be locked in next race. So will, I believe, the 30 of Gene Sanford will also be locked in. They are both not racing this week. They missed the race, but they have enough points, I believe, to secure themselves in for the next race. Caution is out. 83, Max Anderson. 38, Tim Randolph. And someone else, Zach Buchanan, involved too. That is not good. Both JBM cars involved. Landon Martin, Zach Buchanan, Eli Bright. And if the 4 and the 2 suffered significant damage, they are in a lot of trouble, because that means they will have to qualify their way in starting next race at Texas World, because that 4 team is 34th in the point standings. Pit stops occurring on track. And everyone's pitting. We're going to see what strategies will be played. A lot of these teams making their first pit stops of the season. We'll see how the 66 will do on their stops. Everyone's going to go 4 tires and fill it with fuel. And the 24 will win the race off. It looks like the 23 is going to lose a handful of positions. 66 didn't get going. 19 gained a few, it looks like. Let's go see what happened. Looks like the 99 just came off the corner a little too hot, and the 65 just nowhere to go. He was just a victim. Goes hard into the inside wall, which is not safe for barrier, so hopefully he is okay. After that, Landon Martin, that is a real tough break for this team. And then Zach Buchanan, nowhere to go. He gets involved here, and then what happened back here? It looks like a totally separate wreck happened. And yes, I was right. A totally separate wreck happened back here. 3 wide by these guys. 13 Eli Bright, the 2 and the 4. And the 2 and the 4 are going to have to race their way in at Texas World now as a result of this wreck. Tim Randolph might be good, I don't know, but that's a really tough break for the 2 and the 4 team. They needed a good finish today. And Zach Buchanan, hopefully he's okay too after that wreck. Eli Bright races on. We'll take you back to the green right after this. Pace lights are off. We're getting ready to go back green here at Texas. Take a look at all the guys out of the race. Sam Curtis was not involved in this wreck. He did blow an engine though. His day is over. That's a tough break for our points leader this season. Nate Rattray is out in the 99. 65 of Landon Martin, 2 of Dylan Young, and the 4 of Zach Buchanan all will have to qualify their way in. Starting next race, green flag is displayed. We're back underway. And the 17 got a fast start on his teammate. He will pass James Qualls exiting turn 2. 66 of Brad Fusion's in the mix back there. So is the 19 of Luis Hernandez. But the Ford's right now dominating at the front. And there goes the 22, Alexander Rowe. He will take second away. Here comes the 66. He dive bombs the corner. And the 6 won't be too thrilled about that one. Brad Fusion moves up to 4th with that move, but you can imagine the 6 is probably going to pay him back later in the race for that move. Charles Sanford continues to lead. He's been your only race leader to this point. And he's starting to pull away in that number 24. Caution is out. The 5 of Ryan Monaco. We're trying to find your race leader. There he is. Brad Fusion the 2nd. Man, what a move for Brad Fusion. Had to qualify his way in. Qualified in for his season debut. He's now up to 2nd. What a race for him. This is going to give this team some pretty good momentum. TJ Hanley also in the top 10 with Tyler Rattray. Pit stops occurring. Everyone diving back on. We will see how the pit stops shake everything up. Very close race for 2nd off the pit lane. Ooh, the 6 of James Quall's contact with the 20. Let's go see what happened. We mentioned earlier a lot of dive bombing occurring. The 11 of Kevin McHugh showing no mercy battling for the 28th position. As sad as that sounds, Tim Randolph around. That's what brings out the caution here, and we will take you back to the green. As we get ready for the restart, you see a handful of guys a lap down or more. Usually last season we had them line up next to the leaders. This season, after what happened in the chase last season with all the leaders wrecking out, they now have to restart at the tail end of the field. DJ Curtis lost an engine. It says tire, but he was smoking coming into the pit lane. Maybe a brake issue or an engine issue, don't know, but all 3 JBM cars now out for the race. Charles Sanford, Brad Fusion, Joseph Curtis get the race restarted. We're back underway. '24 does not get away on that restart. The 66 hot on his trail. And we may see a battle for the lead entering turn 3. Charles Sanford trying to hang on, but Brad Fusion to the lead. Maybe a battle coming again here. The 24 is fast, but so is that 66. And the go-or-go-homer leads his first lap of the season, but he still has a long road ahead of him. It would be nice to see that 66 get to victory lane. They've had a tough season, missed the first 2 races. Oh, he gets a push. The 24 will not let up. I think the 24 is trying to get him out of his line, and sure enough he does. The 66 makes an error, and the 24 takes advantage. I think Brad Fusion's car may be just a little tight. He chased, or maybe a little loose, he chased it up the racetrack that time, and Charles Sanford takes advantage of it. You can imagine Brad Fusion is probably beating himself over that one, because he knows that 24 is very quick this race. He may lose second as Joseph Curtis now battles for the lead. He's going to battle for the lead. Actually, once again, the 24 now chases it up the racetrack. And the caution is out. They mark the 17 of Joseph Curtis as your race leader. Joey Tiff may be the reason for this caution. Ryan Monaco with damage too. And the 13 on the pit lane, so something big happened. The 17 narrowly took the lead from Charles Sanford. This track may be losing grip, or just people are getting too tight. Something's happening with these race cars in the late stages, as we will have more green flag pit stops here. You can imagine a lot of adjustments coming. It looks like the 24 and the 66 not happy with their adjustments. I'm just wondering if we see some 2-tire strategies coming here. Oh, the 66 causing problems on the pit lane. Let's go see what happened. 43 Zachary Fitzwater blows an engine. And the 5, I don't know what these guys were thinking. They just dive bomb it. And sure enough, big wreck as a result. But what happened to the 21? Oh, he comes through here. Did he get any damage prior to this? Or is he just... Let's see. No, nothing happened to the 21, but he's now retired from the race. And let's take you back to the green. Getting ready for the restart here. Joey Tiff, Zach Fitzwater out of the race. So is 83 Max Anderson and the 5 of Ryan Monaco. And we forgot to document this on pit stops. Charles Sanford had a bad round of pit stops, lost. Let's see. He lost about 15 positions. He was second. He is now in 16th position. Tough break for that team, as it'll be Joseph Curtis, Brad Fusion, Angel Navarro, Alexander Rowe, TJ Hanley rounds out your top 5. Tyler Rattray in 6th. Luis Hernandez 7th. James Qualls, Eric Baden, and Brad Stover round out your top 10. We're back underway in a great restart for the 17. Not so good restart for the 66. And he is going to get overtaken by Angel Navarro in the number 20. Angel Navarro has not won in a really long time in this series. You can imagine he really wants a win today. TJ Hanley up to 3rd. Make that 4th. He had to check. He had to lift for a second. And Angel Navarro sets his sights on the race lead. Keep in mind, Angel Navarro has not won, I don't believe, since Martinsville. Earlier in this, or last season. It's been since the beginning of last season since he last won a race. And the caution is back out. 6 of James Qualls. 48 Brad Stover. Jessica McNeilson, Caitlin Sang. Oh, the 48 involved in another wreck. That'll end Brad Stover's day. So will Caitlin Sang be done for the day. We've seen pit stops on every caution so far. And we shouldn't expect any less this time. Pit road is open. Here come the leaders. Here comes 24. He's going to hope to make up some positions. It looks like the 11's going to come out on top. A lot of shake-up on the pit lane. Let's go see what happened. 27 gets off the corner or I'm sorry, 6 gets off the corner just a little too hot. 27's going to be alright after this. And just Griffin Lynn, nowhere to go. Just clips the 48. He goes down the racetrack, and then the 6, James Qualls. Where does Jessica McNeilson get involved? Hold up, let's actually see what happened with the 1. Oh, he gets the 15 of Jackson Lynn bent out of shape. And that's where Caitlin Sang gets involved. And then the 14's nowhere to go. Clips the 15 Jackson Lynn, his day over. Wreckfest at Texas. And we all know what happens next. Brad Stover, no, I don't even think he was looking to where he was going. Hits Caitlin Sang. And Brad Stover could have raced on, but now his day is over in the 48. Once again, Wreckfest at Texas, and we will be right back with the green after this. Kevin McHugh plays the pit strategy. He will restart in the lead. Joseph Curtis, 2nd, Angel Navarro, 3rd, Trent Fusion, 4th, TJ Hanley in 5th, Tyler Radtree in 6th, Alexander Rowe 7th, Luis Hernandez in 8th, Eric Baden 9th, and Ethan Lynn rounds out your top 10 as the pace car will peel off. A lot of cars out of the race after that accident. 13 trying to limp on as we're back underway. We will see. I think the 11 did a fuel-only strategy. He blocks the 17, and that'll allow the 20 of Angel Navarro to make a move. Angel Navarro for the lead. And TJ Hanley now battling for 2nd. He will take it. Maybe. No, he will not. But TJ Hanley in a position to possibly win the race. And that would be good for this 33 team. They need some points. They missed the first race. Made the second one. They made the third. They've made the past 2 races. We will see, or this race and the past race, they want to win though. As Angel Navarro is your race leader. He wants to keep the Toyota streak alive, but he's got a mirror full of that 33. And the 33 gets a great exit out of turn 2, and will look for the lead this time. And TJ Hanley may just have it. Not quite. 20 keeps the lead on the outside. Here comes Luis Hernandez now in the 19. The 11 has dropped many positions since the restart. Clearly a fuel-only strategy, and it's not going to pay off for them. As the 33, TJ Hanley again will look for the lead. I don't think he's going to get it, but he's going to still try and battle for it. And Luis Hernandez will now look for second. Luis Hernandez might just get second. No, he's going to go for the lead. And he's going to take it away. Not this time. Angel Navarro hangs on, but will not hang on in turns 1 and 2. Luis Hernandez to the lead. Another one of our go or go homers leading the race. Boy, he could use a good finish today. He will be locked in starting next race. He's easily going to be in the top 33. And overdrives it into turns 1 and 2. TJ Hanley is going to take advantage of it. A little side draft. TJ Hanley is not going to go down without a fight. And he will take the lead away from the 2 Toyotas at Joe Gibbs. I'm wondering if these 2 Toyotas went 2 tires, and TJ Hanley might have gone with 4. Because those Toyotas are all over the place. And the 2 Joe Gibbs guys need to settle it out. Because that 33 is quickly escaping. 13 still on the pit lane. They need to get that figured out. And I believe race control is telling them to get back on the track or they are going to get a DNF. I'm sorry, get back on the track or they are going to have to go to the garage. So Eli Bright warning from race control to get back on track or go to the garage. Here we go, we're going to have a battle for the lead. Ben Crouch coming out of the pit lane. TJ Hanley, a rookie in this series, battling with your past champion. And they are going to pit. And Kevin McHugh is going to stay out. He's going to have to go with 4 tires on the stop. Oh no, wait, he already pitted. My mistake. .33 wins the race off. And here comes the 11. Caution is out. I have no clue who the race leader is going to be. TJ Hanley reclaims the lead. Caution out. Will this end the race? If so, TJ Hanley is in great shape for a victory. Let's go see what happened. Nothing showed up on our cameras as far as a caution goes. We are going to restart the race. It is going to be a white checkered finish. We'll get the white flag, and then basically we're going to finish this race under green no matter what. So we're going to say it was a debris caution, and also an update from Race Control 13 disqualified for refusing to leave the pit lane. So the 13 will get a DQ and finish exactly where they are right now. They cannot return to the racetrack. TJ Hanley will receive the white flag, 1 lap to go for him. And he's got a mighty task ahead of him. He does not get a great restart. 19's going to take advantage. Oh, and if you're TJ Hanley, you are probably not going to be very happy with race control if you can't hang on. Turn 3 and 4 coming up here. Not only is he going to lose first, he's going to lose the lead. As out of turn 4, Luis Hernandez is going to win at Texas. Toyota remains undefeated this season. Oh man, if you are TJ Hanley, you are yelling at race control now. Race control has really screwed over a handful of these guys this season. Not in the case of our past champion. He wins. He now has a berth into the chase. It's going to be interesting to see if the 19 can make the chase now after this. Man, Toyota has won all 3 races so far. We head to Texas World tomorrow, and we cannot wait to bring that to you here on NCN. We thank you for watching. Here come your results and standings. Goodbye, everyone.